Okay. What do we have? Let me put my glasses on. Okay, let's read this. Keep your great ideas to yourself or only with people you...
We're reading.
Yeah, I'm reading what Missy Elliott wrote. Or only with people you trust, so no one takes them or tell you it won't work. And have you doubting yourself. Moving what? Move in silence. Let's have a moment of silence. Okay, so you guys look, the green. You see that? Look, I'm becoming one with the curtain. I love my little curtain. So, I just did a, motivational video, and I told you, I'm here for you. And, instead of complaining about your situation or, the contracts that you're in, the business, instead of complaining about it, do something about it. Make some moves. Do something. Now, I know many times, even I get excited and I jump on social media and I'm like, you guys are going to do this. I'm going to do this. But I have learned to kind of, pump the brakes a little bit, because then there's somebody that's going to, either try to throw a monkey wrench in, or the wrench is in the gears done already popped off, and I'm trying to fix stuff. So, I saw that. I saw that on Instagram, Missy Elliott, if you guys know who the artist Missy Elliott is. So I saw that on Instagram and I was like, she wrote this for me. And so I just want to, kind of share this with you guys. Sometimes you have this awesome idea and you may be unsure about a few things, or you're just so excited that you already have the plan, okay, but you're so excited you want to share it, and then you share it, and then your family, friends, or whatever are like, oh, okay, and you're just like, that's it? That's not the response I thought I was going to get. And they're like, oh, I mean, it's nice and all, but how are you going to do this? How do you have the time? What about this? What about that? What about, when I said I was going to homeschool Jude? Well, what about, maybe my son is going to socialize. He's a very social person, okay? Very opposite of me. I'm just like, I'm fine at home, okay? I'm fine. If you want to check on me, we'll have a quick, brief phone call, but I'm fine. But Jude likes to go. Like, if I jump in the car to go somewhere, he wants to go. So I was this close to just doing what everybody told me to do, and just throwing him in public schools or whatever. But it's just not what I really wanted. So then when I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just, instead of bouncing my ideas off of every single body, and like a lot of people have my interest in, a lot of people have my interest.
It's itchy.
Okay, baby.
Sometimes it's itchy and sometimes it's not.
Sometimes you'll come across people that are so practical, or so, they just say, well, I just keep it real. I'm realistic. But, everything had to start with an idea, right? Apple, the company Apple, was founded off of an idea. I'm sure somebody had an idea, right? Microsoft, it started off with an idea. Space travel started off with an idea. People saying, there's got to be something up there. How do we get up there? Let's explore these options. How can we do it? Hey, I got an idea. How about we build something that's going to thrust us through the Earth's atmosphere so we don't burn up? It starts with an idea. Cell phones, PlayStation, everything starts with an idea. Now, wherever the idea originated, who knows how many people told them, yeah, but what if people don't like it? What if you waste all your money on this and then what? What are you going to do? If they would have said, you know what, you're right. I'm going to play it absolutely safe and just do what everybody else is doing because I don't want to risk anything. So I'm not saying go out there and be a daredevil. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be true and real to yourself and don't let so many outside factors or so many other people kind of cloud what your dream is, cloud what you set out to do. Don't let someone change your mind for you. And one thing that I do, I pray about it. I pray about it. I really have to meditate on it. I'm just like, because sometimes I get so excited and it's just like, bloop, it just comes out. But then I'm just like, let's meditate on this. And this teacher ebook that I've been talking about for some time now. And then I was so disappointed in myself that I didn't finish it. And I'm just like, why? But then I come to realize, because when it's completed, it's going to be completed at just the right time, just the way you want it to be done. Just the way you want it. And then I've had my doubts, like, yeah, but if you do this, who's going to want to buy it? I mean, you're on YouTube, so everything you do is on YouTube already. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know. So then I start thinking, well, maybe it won't be good enough. I'm not famous. I'm a nobody, in the world of books and even my own books. I start thinking, well, I've written children's books and I'm not a well-known author. I'm still a nobody. Who's going to want to buy my books? But then I was like, it's all about marketing yourself, putting yourself in front of the right people. And sometimes the right people don't come right away. They don't come right away, but the right people are on the way. If they're not there yet, they are on the way. So keep that in mind. And if I was to listen to everything everybody told me, their advice about everything, even going into teaching online, why would you do that? That sounds like a scam to me. You know what they say, if it's too good to be true, then okay, yeah, I've heard the saying, if it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true, right? But if I never put myself out there and tried back in 2017, I'd probably still be just stuck doing my day-to-day stuff that I was always doing and being stressed out. I mean, I loved what I did, but it was stressful. And I felt, in my opinion, I was like, okay, I have all these degrees, but what can I really do with them? I feel like I spent all this money to go to school just to be narrowed down to one profession, one thing that I can possibly do. And no matter what, I even did the guidance counseling in college and, okay, hey, help me. I have this degree. What can I do? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to do? It's like, okay, I know. Like, help me kind of explore my options with this degree. What else could I do? So I've learned to really share. That's my children having fun, being kids. If you hear all the laughing and giggling, I've learned to really share my excitement differently. I kind of harness it all and just turn it into I just let it beam through me. But I move more in silence. When I tell you guys, there's some things I'm working on, I try not to get too excited and speak on things. And then prematurely, I'm starting to get questions about those things. And I'm like, well, I'm still working that out. And then I start second guessing myself and losing motivation to complete it. And so I've learned to move more in silence, where I'm still helping other people, I'm still exploring, I'm still researching. But as far as me completing things that I'm personally trying to complete, I wait until it's done or I'm on my final step and then I make my announcement. You know, I just put it out there like boom. So sometimes that's what you have to do. If you're looking to make changes or you have this great idea, like a grand idea, and you know, not only that, some people will tell you, they'll talk you down from it, and then later on suddenly they have this grand idea and that was really your idea. They may have tweaked it just slightly, and then they want to claim that they came up with the whole idea. Well, you didn't do it, so I thought of this. And then all of a sudden it's just like, you know what they say, feeling salty. You're feeling a little salty because you're just like, I should have done it, and now this person's doing it. Or has this ever happened to you where you had this great idea and you was like, wow, wouldn't it be great if this and this, and you kind of just let it be a passing thought, and then months later, maybe even a year or two later, or less or more, suddenly somebody came up with that idea and they are making bank, like money. You're like, oh my gosh, something that simple. If I would have actually came public with that when I had this as a little tiny idea in my head, I'd be rich. Has that ever happened to you? Or have you ever thought, I wish somebody would invent this, and this? You don't have to be a rocket science to invent something. Just make those moves. So I don't know who needed to hear this, but somebody needed to hear this. And I know I needed to see that video. I need to see that video. And then just something just tugged at me. It was like, LaShondra, speak on it. Speak. So I just wanted to release that out to you guys and kind of tell you guys, don't let people talk you out of your dreams or talk you away from being awesome. Don't let them discourage you. Don't let them demotivate you, okay? Because there's a reason why that thought came to you. There's a reason why you had that dream. And you remember my video on destiny and the journey? How many people that are like billionaires or millionaires or just like have, even if they're not just that rich, but they have complete financial freedom, how many times do you think they were told no? Do you think all their life they have always been told yes, and they've always been told how great everything that they ever thought of was? Think about that. Just think about that. We'll just end it there.